Good morning. Let's see, make sure this works. It is 5:34 a.m. on Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Pretty early right now. And I'm kind of a little frustrated already, partly because, getting up early is not my favorite thing. But I've got to go into the office today relatively early as well, and I had hoped to get up and watch the episode of Loki before I had to go to work. But for frustrating reasons, as I record this, my internet is not working. Um, I'm not sure what the problem is, but I feel fine blaming the heat because it's been just too hot the last several days. Um, there's a little bit of rain yesterday, and it was pretty much just as I hoped. It barely cooled down anything, but it did make everything nice and muggy. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little frustrated because, like, I have Xfinity cable, and for whatever other complaints you might make about the company, generally speaking, their service has been for me very reliable until recently. This is kind of the second time in a month that I've had my router just suddenly decide not to work anymore. And so last time I had to go through the website and have them like restart it remotely. And that worked, but it was irritating to get to that point. This morning, when that was the first thing I tried, they said they couldn't reach it. So I'm trying to do a hard reboot of it, and hopefully that will be effective. We'll see in a few minutes when I finish this video and see if it's finished rebooting. But so I have not been able to watch Loki yet as of this video. If the rebooting works relatively quickly, then maybe I'll still have time, but we'll see. But yeah, it is hot and muggy and unpleasant, and yeah, I mean, if I had my preferences, the heat would top out at about 75. Um, Maybe into the low 80s if you're like at the beach. But being above 90 for several days, yuck. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just minor irritations. And when you have to get up early and it's hot and muggy and your stuff isn't working and you're delayed from doing something that you were looking forward to, has me feeling just a little bit grumpy. We did have a good session of Dungeons and Dragons last night, though. That was fun. Fun on so many levels. Oh. But yeah, we had a tough situation that the players handled pretty well, I think, and yeah, it was good stuff. So, just kind of, I feel like I'm still sitting here just waiting to keep checking the little internet status bar in the system trays. Like, is it working? Is it working? The other thing that I've been doing is replaying Control, which is a video game, and I've been replaying it on the PlayStation 5 because it's prettier and runs at a higher frame rate, and I really like that game. So I have definitely found that of the games available to me on that platform, that's the one that I feel like playing, and I'm enjoying replaying it, especially since, like, I know the story, so I'm kind of, not worrying over much about the cutscenes or reading all of the little memos and, audio logs that you can find in that game. Although, when you play it the first time, that stuff's great. You should definitely read it. But yeah, just kind of running around and just doing the combat parts, and it's so pretty, and yeah, I like it. I dig it. One thing that's interesting, though, is that there's kind of a haze generated by, like, when you kill one of the enemies, they sort of explode into this little cloud and leave a little smeary haze behind. Um, that is much more significant in this new rendered way. But it's interesting because it changes the combat a little bit, just because you can't see through it very well. So it's like the way that it's rendered makes it harder to see through than the other way, at least as I remember it. But uh, but in any case, I think I just heard the little notification sound of my PlayStation saying, "Oh, yep, we've got internet." So looks like rebooting it did the trick, and I just wish that I didn't have to do that. But it's, I guess, a relatively painless procedure. In any case, I'm going to leave it there for now, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.